I love vans, always have, ever since I was a kid. Love the idea of owning one. But you can't just park them in your driveway. I mean, they're not exactly made for dropping the kids down to school, are they? They're working vehicles. They should be out on the road. They should be making deliveries, should be collecting stuff. So we could have just gone to a car park today, parked it up, walked around, you know, maybe taken it out for a spin, told you a few of the specs and a few of the facts on it. But no, what we thought we'd do today is come down to our friends here at Wogan's Build Centre, put this van to a bit of use and find out if it's any good. Oh, Warren.
Yeah, hey, yeah, hello. Blake, how are you getting on? How's things? Good to meet you.
You have a good setup for us today. We have the Fiat Ducato over there in the background.
Yes,
and
yeah.
You've got a couple of runs for us.
Yeah, two deliveries, two light deliveries, nothing major, nothing too major.
Okay, easy on my back.
Easy on your back, yeah, that's the main thing, yeah.
Right. And look, anyway, the thing what we want to do is just get a feel for the van, because it's all well and good me taking it out for a spin.
Yeah.
But to get someone like you out on the road, we'll do a couple of real life deliveries.
Yes.
Genuine customers of you.
Yes, yeah, we'll go into a site. One of them will be, actually both sites. We'll go to two sites, yeah. Two sites in the town here. One out in the town Freckin Road, and then one up the other side up in Bryanstown.
Perfect. Well,
lovely.
Shall we hit the road?
We'll hit the road, yeah, exactly, yeah, we'll have a look at it, yeah.
Yeah, decent colour, isn't it? So Warren, here we are, we've got our manifesto. We have 2 drops, is that? Do we have far to go
Two
today?
drops, no, we don't have, it's only local today. So only out to Town Freckin Road and then out to Bryanstown, which is the other side of the town, basically.
Right. And this is the kind of stuff that you guys would be doing all day?
We would do this, we've a van with 2 vans, similar to this actually in fairness, and they do a lot of local drops, but they'd be in Dublin as well. So they do a bit of driving as well, and they'd be great for collections and things. Like I would drive the trucks, and a lot of stuff that's picked up in trucks, like we flatbed lorries, so we can't really wrap stuff. So the van is ideal for picking up stuff that wouldn't be loose little bits and pieces, like what we're delivering today. It's just handier, safer, and you're kind of a bit more like a postman than let's say. Yeah. But it's good to know if the van can take certain weights. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm sure with most vans now, it's important. Just we'd want the biggest van to maximise the most weight we can take, and roof racks and everything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So is this one too big or too small?
No, this one's perfect. This one is perfect. We'd always go long. This is a long wheelbase as far as So we'd always go long wheelbase anyway, for sure. Like it's better for carrying heavier weights, more stable on the road. So yeah, we'd always try and maximise our vans. The reps and that might have small vans, which is fine to have, but they'll only go with little bits and pieces. But like for someone to actually, like we have a few drivers that will just drive the vans, and we have to put multiple drops on them, so they need the space. Especially if you're going to Dublin, you want to make it worth your while, so you'll want to fill the van as much as you can. Do you know what I mean? Okay. And
I'm seeing the screen. You've got apps, and there's actually a lot here. You can connect up to Alexa. We've spoken about Android Auto, but your Bluetooth. We've got cameras as well.
Lovely.
So there's a lot going on here. And there's one thing then, as we finish up with that screen.
I see that. I didn't even cut that.
Yeah, have a look at that now. You can lean over there and have a closer look.
So that's brilliant actually now in fairness. So that's obviously at the back of the van, and that's, because obviously in our other vans we wouldn't have a rear view mirror because you can't see through the doors. Yeah, and that's a little camera, it's just above the doors. Yeah, that's very, very handy actually in fairness.
Yeah.
For safety and everything, because you would be surprised the amount of people on sites that walk behind the van just as it's about to reverse or anything like that. Yeah. It's actually quite common. It's the same as in trucks, you know what I mean? Okay. And then you can obviously change the how bright that is, you know, whether it's at night time, obviously you don't want to be blinded by it. Yes. Yeah. That's very good now, thanks. And how are you finding, you know, as we're driving around now, how do you find comfort, you know? Oh, perfect. It's talking about seats and, you know, gear changes and all. She's very comfortable, I have to say. And as I said, it seems fine. Everything, gear changes seem fine. Seems plenty of poke in it. And I'd imagine even with a bit of weight, it's not really going to, I know there's not much weight in it today, but I'd imagine it wouldn't have an issue now. It wouldn't have an issue with towing is something we don't do. Maybe some builders would obviously want the trailer or something on the back. Actually, that's where that camera would actually come in brilliant, is with a camera with a trailer on the back as well. And you'd see what's going on. You'd see what's going on with the trailer if any straps are coming loose, because that's one of our things with the trucks too, that we can't see directly behind us because of the headboard, and that's, you know, so that is a neat idea in fairness.
And that's really interesting, because when I got in today, I looked at the camera, and when I picked up the car, I didn't even think twice about it, because I'm in cars mostly. But to get someone like yourself going, you know what, that's a big thing.
That's
so
a big thing.
left here, is it?
No, straight. Sorry, straight.
So if that was an optional extra,
yeah,
for
fella,
quid,
yeah, exactly. Easily, yeah.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life...
So there we are, we're in a building site here. We just did our first little drop of the day. Good chance for me then to ask you about like access. You know, that's something as well that I've no appreciation for.
Yeah.
So, you know, getting that little delivery there in and out, how was that for you?
Yeah, fine. As I said, the side door is grand for pallets, and the rear as well. The fact that when the doors open back, it's great. The little forklifts will come in and just take them off. And most vans now are wide enough that a fork will go in, no problem. Teleporters have a wider, let's say, a head on them at the first, but they'll even still fit into a van. But most of our drops, even going to sites now, would be small, in the vans in Dublin, would be small forklifts or teleporters, or a lot of it can be handballing, and it's, as I said, easy access. It takes two-person people to get something out. At least you can get in from the front and the back and carry it out. So it is, as I said, the vans are fairly quick at getting stuff in and out, much quicker than the drops. We go right here, yeah, sorry.
So the fact that this one doesn't have a sliding door on the other side, does that bother you?
I would say we had the same with our vans, and we would always load it to knowing the side that it would, because as I said, if you're going to load up, even if we pull up to a house and the house is on the right, we'll always just do a U-turn and come back on the side of the door. So it's not an issue where you're going to pull up to a house or anything, and then we will try not to walk out onto the roadside.
There we are now, Warren. We've done our last drop, and we are stuck in a building site here, aren't we? There's stuff all around us, but so you're saying this is incredible now, because
this vision now is very good. Like as I said, even with the mirror, you're getting it up on the screen. Reversing cameras now are a must.
Yeah.
Especially like for the likes of every.
What I'll do is
vehicle now.
I'll take a photo of that so people can actually see what we're looking at here. Yeah, that'll be handy. But that's really good for me now as well, because I'm not particularly used to these vans. So just having that vision. Yeah,
that's it. Like I know we've often had everyone thinks that they can drive a van as easy to drive. It's actually not. When you get into it, you realise the amount of blind spots and what you don't see, and that's why the likes of that rear view mirror and even the camera there now I'd imagine is a must for. I would definitely push for that now.
Yeah,
because it's all about just being safer and and seeing people.
So let's talk money. If you're thinking about getting the Ducato, what are we talking about? Well, look, your bog standard, the short wheelbase, entry level, cheap as you can get it, is €30,500, and that's before you add on delivery charges and everything all that. Then if you want to step up to the medium wheelbase, you can get into one of those for 32.5 or thereabouts, but most people are probably going to get a little bit of spec on top of that and spend something like 37, 38. Our working day was coming to a close. Our deliveries were done, and Warren had a good chance to look around the van, open, close the doors, get a feel for access, what the tech was like inside, and how the van reacted as we moved around town making deliveries for the day. So we decided to head back to Wogan's, park up the van, have a good chat about what Warren thought overall, his thoughts on how that van would fit in to Wogan's working life, and see if he thought it was any good. So Warren,
yes.
we got our drops done, we got our deliveries done. We won't talk about my qualities as a chauffeur or driver for you.
No.
I want to know, what do you make of the Ducato overall?
Yeah, the Ducato, it's a very good van in fairness. As I said, we have similar ones here, and I have to say that's it's as good as the rest of them. As I said, it's easy access. It has plenty of space. The layout inside is lovely. The cameras, the rear view cameras are nice touch. Even the screen buttons are easy to get to. The double doors and the sliding door is great for access. We use a lot of pallets, so it'd be handy getting the pallets in and the likes of that. And as you've seen on site today, the fork men, they just want to come in, take up a pallet and just be done with it. Do you know what I mean? So it's quick and easy. I said then on just local deliveries for probably one-off houses and that, the fact that it seems the doors and everything seem robust. It's lined inside, which is a must. You know what I mean? That all helps. You're not afraid of putting anything up against the side of it. Plenty of straps and links. You know what I mean? Clips for the holders. So yeah, on overall very good, and we user friendly, I would say. Yeah.
And something like this, I presume, is going to come down to price in the end. You're going to compare this up against the Renault.
Yeah, well, if you're going to go up against Renault and everything else, it will come down to price. Obviously, everything. I suppose for businesses have to make their margins, whatever. Everything comes down to price. But like, as you say, like, I would always push for the likes of what the options would be on the vans, like having that camera at the rear, which I didn't see before. That's very good for the back. Anyone at the back, even if you were towing a trailer, not that we do that, but I can see the advantages of it for sure.
Security.
Yes, yeah.
This van, let's say, depending on spec.
Yeah.
Let's go really round figure for a second.
Yeah.
€35,000.
Right.
And there was something else that was 33. You might go for this just because you get the extra.
Oh yeah, spec wise, I would definitely be pushing for, like as I said to you in the van. It's handy to make your driver make his life easier. If he's happier, if he's not going to be stressed about driving. You know what I mean? He'll be happier in this, and you know what I mean. That's what it's all about. Just keeping everyone happy, and I suppose, and just safe at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Like you've seen on the sites, people will jump out from everywhere in a van. They don't even think they don't treat it like a road. They'll walk out behind from a container or the side of a house. You want to be reversing. You want to just know. And there's everything on the ground as well. You've seen that. You see the stuff on the ground. You need good vision.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Look, thank you very much.
No hassle. Yeah. That was great.
Grab a cup of tea.
Yeah. Get a bit of lunch. Yeah, get a bit of lunch and more deliveries.